Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome to yet another episode of Bhroman Braapsody. Today we have the 2022 BMW M440i. We swap our two wheels for four wheels today. Now, BMW did a thing a few years ago where they assigned that even series to all the coupes and odd series to the sedans. So 1357 are sedans, 2468 are coupes. This is the 4 series. It's a grand coupe. It's got 4 doors. It's a hatchback. It's got an M moniker. So under the hood we have a 3-liter turbocharged flat 6, which puts out 386 horsepower and about 369 foot-pound of torque. BMW claims it can do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. This is the second generation of the M440i. It's a little longer, a little wider, and a little taller than the previous generations. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about the car, see some of its features, walk around the car, do our thing, take it out on the road, share my thoughts with you guys, talk about the cost of ownership, and assign it a Bhromance score. But before we do all of that, if you're new to Bhroman, please hit that like and click that subscribe button. We put out content every week and your support would mean a lot. I can keep doing this even more. It's me, it's your boy Bro, and I am your Bhroman. So starting off from the front of the car, you have a BMW logo there, then you have this grille. Now this grille is the most controversial design of the new BMWs. Behind the grille, if you look closer, it's got active shutters, so these open up when you're in sport mode, so for better air intake, I guess, with the laser headlamps. Very cool. Check this out, it's got the little blue tinge down there. I love it. And then these are your DRLs. And at the bottom, you have vents for your air intake, no fog lights. And then you have sensors, parking sensors. And then in the middle here, you have the front-facing camera. Check out the side profile of this car. This has a nice shape to it. It's a grand coupe, so it looks like a coupe of sorts. It's a hatchback at the back. As for the wheels, you gotta look at the wheels here. Contrast cut wheels here with the M Performance brakes. Looks gorgeous. 19-inch wheels up front, machine cut wheels at the back with the red performance brake calipers, 19-inch wheels at the back as well. So this is the rear of the car. So since it's an M440i, it's got different diffusers. You have 2 exhaust LED lights on both sides. It tells you it's an M440i. It's got a power lift gate. It's an hatchback, so you can see it opens up. The whole back piece opens up. It's not a trunk. Your storage space in the back, there is plenty of storage space. I think there's 16 cubic feet of space here, and then the rear seats fold down, so you get some more additional space. You have little storage compartments on both sides, tie down hooks, and a 12-volt power outlet. And also underneath the mirrors, you have your little cameras, so for your side views and all of that. So this got a 360-degree camera. I'll show it to you when we look inside. Now the windows, for the windows, they don't have a frame, so these are the frameless windows. I freaking love this design. This has the Harman Kardon speakers. They're really cool. Soft touch up top, aluminum insert here, a beautiful chocolate color leather soft touch insert here and here as well. Some storage space here. You can store your water bottles. A little bin here to put small electronic devices or whatever. And check this out, that's the interior, the gorgeous chocolate colored interior. Let's go take a look how it feels. I'm about 5'10" and I have a little bit of headroom here, not bad. As for my legroom, I have maybe a couple of inches of legroom here as well. You have air vents and your rear controls here. You can adjust your temperatures, and you have USB power outlets down there. These seats are nice and comfy seats. And if you can pull down the center console here, and you have 2 cup holders. You have 2 cup holders, and this also functions as an armrest. And on the top you have your reading lights, map lights. On the side is your oh shit handle, and you have a coat hanger. And that's the view from the back. For these cars, you also get a little key card, like you would get in a Tesla. If you don't want to carry your key around, you get a key card, or you can use your BMW phone app as well to lock and unlock your cars. And this right here is the BMW key fob for the M440i. You've seen this key fob on most BMWs, and if it's an M series, you have this little flag here. I like it. You have buttons for unlock, lock, door release, trunk release, and the panic button. Same frameless windows here. The similar theme as the rear seats as well. Harman Kardon speakers here. This nice soft touch black on top with that aluminum insert down here. The beautiful chocolate colored interior, or the leather, and the soft touch here. You have your memory seat setting. You have your memory seat settings over here. Your window controls and mirror controls. You also have your trunk release and a good amount of storage space here. This also has your electronic seat assist, or you can move your seat up and down, do your lumbar support, or tilt it however you want to do it. To the left of our steering wheel, you have your headlight controls. 12-inch display here, all electronic. I think this is one of the best displays out on the market right now, in my opinion. I love the look of the display. It gives you a little gauge for your horsepower and torque that you're using. Cluster on the left, you have your fuel gauge, your distance or your fuel range, your time, seatbelt signs. This is your speedometer. On the other side is your tachometer with the engine temperature, which tells you your driving mode, what gear you're on, and the outside temperature. We have a compact steering wheel here, nice to the touch. We have paddle shifters at the back. On the left hand side we have a turn signal stock, and on the right hand side is your wiper stock. For the steering wheel mounted controls, your call controls, volume controls, and you can skip tracks, whatnot. That's for your voice command. And on your left hand side are your cruise control settings. You can see this beautiful contrast stitching. It's got a heads-up display there. You have a little wood insert here, same aluminum, and the chocolate color goes all around. I like it. The seats look nice. You can adjust all the seat settings. All right, so let's move on to the infotainment screen. This is a standard issue BMW infotainment screen. You have media. You can access your media, all the different media inputs. You have your phone. You can connect your phone. You have your navigation, and I like the car screen. So this gives you you can select the status to see what's going on, tire pressure, engine oil, all of that. But go into settings, and here you have a bunch of options for your settings. Bunch of options, and you can configure your driving modes, your exterior lighting, interior lighting, all of that fun stuff. So once you go into interior lighting, I don't know if it's gonna pick up since I'm filming during daytime, but there's lighting down there, and then in the footwell as well. You can see the little light down there, and you can change the colors. So let's say I went with blue. See, this changes to blue, and yep, you can see a little blue down there. Owner's manual. I like this thing. It's the owner's manual, so you don't have the thick book that you have to go through every time. This is your owner's manual. You can do a keyword search, picture search, whatever. And let me show you another cool feature. So once you're on an input screen, there are multiple ways to do it. You can type it in here. You can use this to toggle through and make a selection, or you can use the voice command and tuck it in, or you could draw it in. So whatever you draw on top of this is what gets picked up there. So let's say I do A. It's got A. And if I draw a B, it's a B. I like it. It's so cool. It's a cool party trick. I like it. Another thing, speaking of party tricks, that this car has is gesture control. So if I do this, it increases the volume of your media, and if I go around, it's gonna decrease the volume. And there's plenty of other things that it can do. Let me show you. So it can also, like when you do that, it changes that. So check that, it's changing the radio stations for me, and it can go back as well, and you can configure all of this. All right, moving down from there, we have the air vents, hazards, and your vehicle assist, driver assist, your climate controls right below that, and then we have your media controls here. This also has heated and cooled seats, so you can either do this, or you can select it from the infotainment screen. Open it up. This is where you have the cup holders, your wireless charging point, you have a USB outlet, and a 12-volt cigarette lighter style power outlet. Your gear selector, and then you have buttons on the side, traction control, parking cameras, parking assistant, start stop button. It's here. And then you have your driving modes: sport, comfort, eco, adaptive, all of that, parking brake. and you can control, and on over here is what you can use to control the infotainment screen if you wanted to from here as well. Multiple ways of doing it. I like the center console, the little wood insert, aluminum, all of that good stuff. Going down here, you have some, in here is a pretty decent sized storage space with USB outlets. I like it. So let's show you a feature of this automatic parking. See, it pings you and it tells you that, hey, I found a parking spot. Say perpendicular parking, and then just let it go. It picks up its spot. Just release your brake, take your hands off, and it does everything for you. It kind of backs it into the spot. See, no hands. Now it'll turn it around, we'll go forward a little bit so that it can find the perfect angle, because it'll be dead center. Now see, it's doing that again. No hands, and boom, it'll go right in. See, now it thinks it's too close. It'll adjust itself accordingly and then brake for you. Well, now that we've looked around the car, seen some of its features, do you know what time it is? It's time for some throttle therapy, so let's go. So let's do our first test. Let's do our pull test. Now this car does have launch control. Now to do that, first things first, you have to turn off traction control. Secondly, put the car in sport, or in the sport transmission. Press down on the brake, press down on the gas, don't let it go. Yeah, boy. That's what a pull test is all about. Go crazy, go crazy. So after all the craziness, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in comfort mode. We'll check out comfort mode and see what's what. You know, sport mode is fun. It's a lot of fun. So comfort mode is I like it. The exhaust has quietened down a little bit, and I think you can customize it and adjust it even more for it to quieten down even more, if that's so what you choose. It's really quiet in here. There's not much of a road noise. You get a little bit of that engine noise, which is good. You want to hear the engine noise and know that you're driving BMW M. So that's very much wanted and liked. I like the visibility out of this car as well. The headroom and legroom for me, I'm sitting in the front row, the driver's seat, and I'm 5'10". I have a couple of inches of headroom here. So if you were 6'2" or something, I think you would struggle for your headroom. But and I like the shoulder room and room on the side as well. I'm comfortable. I like it. The steering isn't very direct. It's chill. You're in comfort mode. You're supposed to chill. No noise of any kind. I've checked out the speakers and the music and all of that before I was filming. Harman Kardon speakers are always a very, very, very good thing. And when you're in sport mode, your steering is so direct and the throttle response is so awesome. Now, is it as fast or as fun as let's say an M3 or an M4 would be? Well, no. It doesn't have that sort of power either. Different engine, different configuration and all of that. And it also costs a lot less than an M4. I did an M3 review last year, and that thing was crazy, man. That thing was bonkers. Is this as crazy? Absolutely not. If you want something that's got a little more push or a little more pizzazz than a 430 or a regular 4 Series, but you don't want something that's as crazy as the M4, you're not going to take it to the track a lot, hey, here you go, you got the M440i. Now, would this be a good car for road trips? Well, this can seat 5, but I suspect it seats 5 but 4 adults basically. 4 adults could could sit here comfortably. You're gonna be really comfortable and all. It's got plenty of storage space. You can listen to awesome tunes when you're on the road trip. So yeah, this would be fun car for road trips. How would it be a good car for commuting? Well, heck yeah, I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. I mean, you could get from point A to point B very easily, yes, and you could also have the car downshifted and listen to that symphony while you're going to work. You can even carpool, get a couple of folks in here and let them all enjoy and bask in the glory of your M440i. Listen to that. Now, could you use this car as your family hauler? Well, yeah, sure. Depends on what you're doing. This is not gonna have an SUV kind of room or even a minivan kind of room, but you can chauffeur your kids from school to practice, soccer practice, dance practice, football practice, whatever they're into. You have enough space to do your grocery runs, liquor store runs, whatever kind of errands you might want to run. So yeah, this could be a decent family hauler. What about the cost of ownership though? So in conclusion, the BMW M440i has got tons of features. It sounds pretty great. It's comfortable. It's spacious. It's more spacious than it looks like from the outside. Like if you look at it from the outside, you might think it looks kind of small in its dimensions, but no, it's actually pretty spacious. BMWs are all about the joy of driving, so you are gonna have a lot of fun while you're doing it. Is the BMW M440i the car for you? Well, head on down to your closest BMW dealership and take one out for a spin and check it out. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bro out.